Always have to give it a few seconds to make sure it catches up to everybody. I know they say you can start right away, but I figure I got to do it like this until I see at least one person on there, and then I'll get started. There we go. Okay, well, like I said, I was going to come to O Shuck's, and that was my plan. And we're here. This is O Shuck Sushi Bar and Grill. Not a big place, but looks pretty good. Let me show you what I ordered. By the way, that's Alyssa. She's been taking care of me there. And here's what I've ordered. Look at that. And after a long walk around Salt Lake City talking about all my woes and moes here, there it is. This is something they don't like you having. Watch this. Look at the size of that thing. Can you believe it? That is huge. Let me turn the camera back around. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Here's to you, everybody. This isn't a strong drink. This is a brewed drink. It's probably about 4.5% at tops. In Utah, you're not supposed to get anything over 3.2 at a bar unless you buy some bottled beer. But this is draft. I need it a lot because I'm pretty parched. So here we go. Here's to you. Let me show you a little bit more about the place here. That's the sushi bar there. You can sit up there. I chose them in the back. Like I say, it's not a very big place. They got a really nice little place here where you can have a little private dinner. You know, like you can in a lot of Japanese restaurants, right? You sit down there and they have a chef come in and cook your food right in there, and you have some privacy behind the bamboo curtain. And some little tables here. And the full bar over here with a pool table or two. Restrooms are back there. It took me a minute to figure out where they were. And it's not a big place, but it's nice. Good people come here. It's obvious it's a little early in the evening after people to be showing up at this, but isn't that wonderful? Now, I didn't ask everybody if I could take their picture. No, I didn't. But you come to a place like this and you got to expect it. There's going to be a little bit of that with weddings and parties and things. So here we go. That's what I'm having for dinner, just like I said. And I'll leave this on a little bit for a minute so I can take some questions if you like. See if I can close any issues that we had before. Only thing I'm missing is a nice lady. They're hard to come by these days. I guess good guys are too, but love sushi. Well, Denise, it's not my favorite thing. It depends on what it is. Eel is totally out. I'll never have eel. But I can handle just about anything else. Liz Krogan says Hillary will be arrested 1,000% before the election. Okay, well, let's see. I wouldn't think so for some reasons, but I wouldn't object if that did happen, okay? Just so you know. Utah voting machines, they're as bad as anywhere else. Roosevelt, all right, I did a video, mentioned you at the end, sent to you, Twitter DM video is QAnon. Thank you, Roosevelt, I'll take a look at it. Yeah, one of the best things you can eat, it's really healthy for you, it's called a superfood, is ginger. And they give you lots of ginger here. Thank you, Nate. I appreciate that. 40 water. 40 water. How much would a beer like that cost? This one's about $7. Yeah, I like ginger too. And it's really good for you. That, garlic, of course. Superfoods. Yeah, definitely so. Dodd-Frank, what brings up, Nikki Alexander, what brings up Dodd-Frank? See if you can get smoked eel. Yes, you can, but like I said, I can't. Eel's one of the ones I can't handle. I'll tell you why. I was in Hawaii, it was at Kauai, and I went out past the reef, which you're not supposed to do. And but I was a pretty strong swimmer at the time. Wasabi, I like wasabi. And it was in pretty deep water, and I had goggles on and a snorkel, and I could see down to where I saw these two guys, Hawaiians, fishing with spear guns. And they had these, when they're that deep in the water, you can't see the color because the blue water takes the color out of anything that's down there. Well, I could see they had this huge number of fish and things. So they started heading back to shore, and I headed in because I wanted to see these things up close. Well, when they came in, I got back first. When they came out, they had their scuba equipment on. All these fish were bright colors, yellows, orange, red, beautiful fish. The eel that they got, I mean, you think a shark has bad teeth? You should have seen this eel, and it was big, and it was still breathing. I don't like eels, too much like snakes. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I agree, Nikki. Let's see what else is going on here. You'll have to pardon me. Really? Someone suing ginger ale, or Canada Dry for ginger ale not having ginger in it. What about Coca-Cola not having Coke in it? What about that? All right. Turmeric is also a superfood. You're right. As a matter of fact, I take that. I don't take it as often as I should, but I know what you're talking about. Yep. Am I going to move here? Never. I lived here. I ran for sheriff in Salt Lake County back in 1986. I'm going to try that again. No thanks. Talpiot program, yes. Yes. Take with pepper for absorption. Okay, yep, good point. No pepper here. They have soy sauce. I don't use soy sauce. For obvious reasons. I don't want to be a soy boy, right? Yeah. Turmeric with pepper. Thank you. All right. WTF, we really can't address that here. Not in a public place like this, okay? You know what I mean? Okay? Don't come back. It's the Hotel California. Debbie Donovan, dang, don't come back. It's the hotel. Are you in Utah, Debbie? Huh, interesting. It really is in a lot of ways. And I talked about that in my live stream here, about an hour ago when I did that? Yeah. Why are we talking about health? In a bar? Yeah, good question. Yeah, good question. Well, I am having sushi. That's, pretty good, right? Okay. Let's see if there's anything else here. Roach Motel, California. Where's that? Yeah, I could tell you some stories about that. Tony Camps. I could tell you some stories about that, but not here. I will. Thank you, Mr. Vitez. MR Vitez, thank you. Yeah, I definitely will. So no questions about my earlier tirade? Southern Comfort, nah, it's nasty. I like Stranahan's, not Lee Stranahan. Okay, Stranahan's. It's out of Denver. It's a whiskey out of Denver. It's the best I've ever had. Crown Royal's not bad, at the top end of Crown Royal, but I can't handle those cheap whiskeys. Yuck. No, can't do it. How do you stop LDS Incorporated? Well, how do you stop the U.S. government? That's about how successful you'll be. This is just beer. It's Pabst Blue Ribbon. Pabst is actually one of the healthier beers you can drink. I don't know if you know that. Budweiser, I hope I don't get in trouble for saying this, Budweiser is actually bad for you. It's really got some nasty ingredients in it. They did a study, and Pabst is actually one of the healthier beers. It actually has some stuff in it that's not going to hurt you. So, rock gut whiskey, I can't either right now. Narragansett, wow. I used to live on a road called Narragansett. Of course, there's Narragansett, Massachusetts, of course. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, lots of corn fructose. That's probably what it is. I've heard it's really bad for you. Yeah. Pabst, though, isn't. You liked my earlier video? I didn't see who that was, but thank you for saying that. PBR Mountain Water. Well, I don't know, but it's good stuff. I've always liked it. It's never given me heartburn or made me feel sick ever. Oh, really, Roosevelt? Article came out that top GOP leaders are using QAnon lists to draw campaign donations. That's going to turn on them. That's what I'm afraid of. That's going to turn on them. They're getting set up, just like Alex Jones was set up. That's not good. I'm worried about that. That's the kind of thing I'm worried about. I'm sure Ginger McQueen and Unirock would agree with me. I don't know if those two would agree with each other, but they're on the same sheet of music, whether they know it or not. That's what I try to do. I try to get people from all over with different viewpoints, different angles and things, and synthesize it together and hopefully bring them together eventually. I know Steve Motley said he wanted to do that too, but somebody asked me to get a hold of Steve Motley. I still got to let him and VP Earthwatch Jesse Walton kind of cool down. Okay. That whole situation, wasn't anything against me. But I got caught in the middle of that, and that was not a comfortable place to be in. I don't want to go back there. Okay, yeah, Steve's a good guy though, and so is Jesse. It's just that I don't need the internecine battles. No, I don't like Jack Daniels. No, I don't. My whiskey is Stranahan's. End of story. And it's not easy to get. You can't even get it in Utah. It's made in Denver, Colorado. Why, Roy, do you believe missiles were fired at Trump's plane? No, I don't think so. I don't see any evidence for that. There are Air Force and Navy tests all the time, all over the world. I was at Vandenberg Air Force Base for a while, and they had missile tests there all the time. And Trump has a security escort of F-16s, and other stuff that you don't even know about. It just wouldn't be a wise thing to do to shoot it at Air Force One. They'd know who did that in a heartbeat. Okay, they'd know it in a heartbeat. Okay, Jay Inslee trying for land grab act. Yeah, Washington State has some problems, Debbie Donovan, the beer here is 3-2. It needs a fun glass. Debbie, you are here in Utah, aren't you? I put out a deal here about, what was it, a week and a half ago. I said if there's anybody in Utah that wants to get together, actually anybody anywhere in the western United States that want to have a meet and greet in the Army, we used to call it a shake and grin. Maybe we could put something like that together in the next little while. I'm not a Mormon, White Lightning. They threw me out. So your accusation doesn't have any merit. I'm not a Mormon. They threw me out. They excommunicated me. Bye. All right. Is there really a submarine named Richard D. Russell? Couldn't tell you. I don't know. Hi, Bliss. How you doing? Thanks for telling the troll to go away.
Eric, sorry to interrupt. Are you a YouTuber?
Am I what now?
A YouTuber.
Yeah, I sure am.
Really? What do you do?
Come on over here, Alex. Alex is the guy, if you guys were watching earlier, he wanted to see my ID, and I pointed at my gray hair. Because it's illegal to be an adult in Utah.
Yeah.
Alex, you're all right. Thanks for everything you do.
Anytime.
Yeah, these are my friends, and they just want to know what I'm up to. Okay. And if Alyssa comes by, I'll introduce you to her, too.
All right. Hi, you two.
Okay. Hey, thanks a lot, Alex.
Anytime.
All right, we'll see you later. This is going to be one of my favorite places I can. Everybody says hi to you, Alex. All right. Thanks, guys, for being so cordial. That's very kind of you. See, that's what we need. This is what life is supposed to be. Alyssa, may I have you say hi to my friends?
Sure.
This is Alyssa. She's taking care of me. She told me what I should order, and it's been great. So thank you so very, very much.
No
okay.
problem.
I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll be right with
All
you.
right. No hurry. I'm enjoying myself. Jewish by design. I like the Jewish folks, actually. The history gets a little bit messy, but like Laura Loomer. I really like Laura Loomer. The Zionist side of it, nah, that's going too far, but we could talk about that at some. There's an O Shuck's in Dallas. Dutchie's Purple Heart have the best shrimp cocktail. Ooh, I'm not much for shrimp. Do you know what shrimp do in the ocean? I have a little bit of trouble with shrimp. I'll eat it occasionally, but I have a little trouble with it. It's not kosher. Yeah, everything I have here is kosher. Okay? All right. I am a little careful about that. And it's not even for that. It's for some other reasons. But anyway. What? Yeah. Come on down to Texas. Yeah, Texas is a great place. I like it a lot. Bliss. What? What are you saying? What about? I must have missed your question. Maybe what I said. What do they do in the ocean? They do the same thing the flies do in the air and on the ground. Roy, come to Provo. It's the belly of the beast. Ha 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 ha! Hey, that's Happy Valley, Debbie Donovan. What are you talking about? Right, right. Happy Valley. Oh, geez, I'm getting notified. I've used up all of my time here, so I'm gonna have to shut down. Yeah, Debbie, we'll hopefully we can get a few people together and have a little fun time. So I'm going to shut down. Yeah, it's unclean. Yeah, that's right. For various reasons, and I don't want to get into details as to why, but there's a lot of truth to that. Okay, which is another reason why I don't eat either. Yeah. Thanks for coming by, everybody. I just thought I'd have a little chat with you here. It's been nice having you here for dinner with me. All right. And we'll talk to you later. Like I said, I'm going to lose my day here if I don't go. Thanks again for coming. God bless y'all. We'll see you.